It is.
Sure.
It is.
That's for sure.
It is.
Boy, Shane the Cannibal Mike G. We're here.
We're out of the woods, fucking finally,
Great song.
and we are just getting our fucking katanas and our ninja stars and our Robert Zazars.
He's in it. You love the jaw.
And we are doing Samurai Cop long overdue review.
Long overdue review. Samurai Cop. You know, they're samurais. They also shoot a lot of guns. It's enough. Enough is enough already. The shit that we review on this podcast is kind of unreal.
Kind of sick.
Yeah,
And you're not gonna get away with it.
Like when you really think about Final Friday, right? Because you think about Final Podcast, and you're like, oh, they just review strictly horror movies that are good to bad, but they're all high budget. When you look at Final Friday, you're like, wow, they review some really good low budget hidden gems, or they review the worst of humanity,
Or they review softcore porn.
yeah, or they review Seagal.
really uncomfortable sex scenes.
Yeah, like do
You're
you
getting
want
a lot in this one?
like
That's for sure.
when we go down our rabbit holes of like Dolph Lundgren or Eric Roberts or like for a game Neil Breen.
Yeah.
Let's
oh
get
my
back
God.
on that
what,
train,
What a
please.
path. What a fucking path that is. That is wow.
But
that is a watch.
We
Those
bring you everywhere. You never know what you're going to get from us next. Like who you at the beginning when you first started listening to Final Friday out there, did you think Samurai Cop would come up?
No, I mean we mix up the genres. You're gonna get Samurai Cop.
We're kind of like the philosopher Sisyphus. You ever heard of him?
Sure.
No matter how many times you push the boulder to the top of the mountain, once we get up there, the boulder's already fallen down again.
Oh, wow. That was really deep.
Maybe Shakespeare said that once. He was smart. He was the president of Rome.
Wait, you said the philosopher syphilis.
Sisyphus.
That was so close.
If this, I want to throw this at your head.
So,
Bitch.
if there is a plot in this movie, I think I can sum up Samurai Cop's plot by saying there's a samurai cop, and there's Fujiyama, and the some kind of Yakuza clan.
Yes.
They're the Katana clan.
Yeah.
The Katanas.
I love that like Robert Tazar's character is like Japanese, but he doesn't look Japanese
No,
at all.
He's like a pretty buff dude. He's
He's
like
the-
a buff ass dude.
No, he is.
He's buff. He's got a beard in this one.
Is this the only movie where he has a beard?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely doesn't have that in Pocket Ninjas or
Let's fucking
Maniac
talk
Cop.
about it. It's on the tip of everyone's tongue. Is it a fucking wig?
Oh, yes, it is a wig in some scenes for sure. Not
Yes.
every scene, but
Not every scene.
We know a couple things. Spo, he dyes his hair black,
He definitely doesn't.
and this guy might be wearing a wig.
He definitely is. So we did our research, as we do on this podcast, and we found out that he filmed this movie with regular long hair, cut it to look for more work, and then had it come back for reshoots.
He couldn't get work with that fucking mane. That shit is gorgeous.
Yeah, he's got some really long hair.
He
in this.
does.
He's kind of.
I actually was playing a
he's
game
stoned.
with my brother when we were watching this game. Is the hair real or not in this scene?
That's fair. It's a fair game. So like we'll call
Oh
it.
my lord, look at that.
Yeah. So
It's
Yep.
beautiful.
Fujiyama's clan, they're hungry.
Yeah.
I tell you what, but you know who's trying to stop that clan? The samurai cop and
Yeah.
his buddy.
Frasier?
This is what is it, early 90s? Is this 80s or 90s?
This is
early
like
90s?
91. This movie is as old as us.
Oh, Frank Washington.
Frankie. I like their camaraderie as the samurai cop and the guy that's with the samurai cop.
This is not just a samurai action. This is a buddy cop
Look,
movie.
Surely buddy
I
cop.
was saying this. Frank Washington's whole purpose in this movie is to react to things that are
Don't
happening to Samurai Cop.
Watch your mouth.
That is all he does. He just makes faces like,
You love this character, Shane.
it's great.
And
He's
for
got a
the
good kick
people
on the ground.
listening to the podcast, Shane just made a bunch of just goofy.
Yeah,
old
sometimes,
faces.
yeah. I figure Final Friday, we're a hit on YouTube, so
Katana
I've always
clan.
said this is a visual podcast. Look at this guy. He's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'm
he is
okay.
gorgeous.
I don't look it today. Katana clan. That's what they are.
Okay, let's talk about
The random sex scene he has with his deputy right out of the gate.
my man. Literally what I was going to.
It was so bizarre.
Does this guy have 3 girlfriends, or does he have none and just bangs everyone he sees?
None and bangs everyone he sees. I think he falls in love with the one girl who's dating Fujiyama because her dad decided to kill himself and give her the restaurant.
What a story, Mark.
That was a weird little side plot. It ended up with love, though.
Yeah.
You always want to end it with love.
Yeah. One thing, I'm going to bring this up right now.
Do it.
Samurai Cop 2.
Dose?
It also stars Tommy Wiseau.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's crazy, dude. That's wild.
That just got me real hyped.
Yeah.
Do you like that storyline though of like the fact that like her dad dies, she like like talks to her mom and like it's her restaurant, but really like Fujiyama, like she's in debt to Fujiyama, so like it's really his restaurant.
Yeah.
And so she's like ipso facto like somewhat dating this guy. This like
it's almost like a forced date. Like it's forced.
It's gangster.
Yeah. Can we also talk about like? All right, let's talk about the sex scenes.
What a stud this motherfucker
They're gonna fight.
is.
Yeah, they're gonna fight back and forth forever.
Yeah, because these sex scenes, right? Like, he sleeps with the one girl, right? His the pilot girl.
Yeah.
But then in the next scene, when they're in a hospital, that scene with the nurse
Oh, you pop hard at
is
this. You're a hard
the
pop.
most absurd conversation.
You've never had a conversation like that.
She's like, is it hard? He's like, it's long. She's like, is it circumcised? He's like, it's snipped. She's like, you want to fuck? like, is it her though? There is another girl, right? Where she goes up to someone and she's like, you want to fuck?
Yeah. It's the deputy girl says it to the guy preacher.
Yes.
And then the guy's like, the fuck you say?
Bro,
that guy's so funny.
it's so...
I'm sorry, lady. I don't want to have sex with you unless you want to have sex with me. And then in that case, I'll have sex with you.
it's so
He's like, what the fuck?
And I was like, what the fuck?
There's definitely some black jokes regarding my man's junk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Several times during
Got
the
that
movie.
big junk?
He's got that
Like...
real bat down there.
This... real bad. This movie, like... So, they're like... following this van, right, to watch a drug deal go down, and they like lose track of them even though they're in plain sight, and there's no reason this helicopter can't see this very apparent drug deal happening on a singular pier.
That's marina though. Don't act like it's not.
Can we talk about now though, because this is why I wanted to bring it up, when they're driving and chasing the van finally and shooting, the ADR like voiceovers was like, you got him, shoot,
Yeah.
keep shooting.
Oh, it's like a Getaway
Yes.
with Ethan Hawke.
Yes.
The dub in general
Oh,
in
no,
this
Selena
movie.
Gomez says that a
the
lot.
dub is to marvel. Like, it truly is.
Look out!
Whoa.
But that's what it actually reminded me of, where he's like, shoot him. Yeah, you got him. I feel like I was playing an NES game.
I know.
Turn here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deep to right.
So this movie's basically just like even like their like chief tells the samurai cop and his partner, like, just kill him. He's like, I know you haven't been taking them alive anyway. Just kill them all.
Dude,
Kill them all. I don't care if I lose my job.
the chief is so funny
He's
because
hilarious.
every scene, I think he's going to have an aneurysm.
Yeah, he's the best character in the movie.
He's like,
Eventually at the
he
end,
was like, you guys are fucking me.
He just snaps and tells them to kill
everybody. He's like, kill them all.
At first, he wants no dead bodies.
He wants-
and then he wants all dead bodies.
I love that guy's descent to madness.
He's like, you guys need to take one person alive so we have somebody to question because they're just murdering everybody. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care if I get fired. You kill them all. They waste all of them.
Oh my God. So while the chief is like upset that they're murdering people, after they finally catch up to the van, they light it on fire and they light the guy on fire, and they have a conversation in the car. It's like, should we help that guy? I think there's blankets in the van.
Serious question. Who was that?
The guy that got fired. That lit
Why
on
was
fire.
they say at one point he's very important?
Yeah.
That they have cops guarding his room.
He's very important to them. I wonder if he's like some kind of like.
And then his head gets chopped off, and he never gets brought up.
well, because
again.
because the bad guys like infiltrated and cut off his head. Because
Yeah.
they
which is
want him
actually
dead.
a dope scene.
I wonder if he's like some kind of informant or something
I
like
don't know.
that. I don't know.
I thought originally he was the samurai cop, but it's not. It's this swagger hound. This guy's just swagger hound. He's hounding all the swagger.
Can
He
we talk?
literally flirts with every single girl he comes in
That's
contact
wig
with.
right there. That's wig.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wig.
you spotted wig.
Yeah, that was wig.
How could you tell?
You clearly can tell.
The wig is it's just looking a lot more curly.
Yeah. Okay. So after this guy gets his head decapitated, like they friggin' Yamashita hides in that like bin that clearly he is not in while it's being pushed because it doesn't make sense.
Because he's a giant
hulking man and it's a square in there. Also, can we talk about how when they get outside of the hospital, it is clearly a hotel door they walk out of, and they're walking down hotel stairs?
This happens later when he hooks up with the restaurant chick.
Yeah.
And they're clearly at first in a mansion, and they walk through his stairwell to the beach, and then in the next scene, they're in the pool, where it's clearly a different house.
The house, yeah. There's so many times like the scene is just in the wrong location for where they were originally. Also, the deaths in this movie are so exaggerated. Anyone who gets shot has to do one of those like.
Yeah, like they have to like walk a bunch of steps
and then like
fall
keel over.
Yeah.
There's like a black guy later on. He's wearing a white shirt.
Oh,
that guy was a beefcake.
Is that when Zadar just shoots up the place?
Yes. He gets shot so many times, and he just keeps like
just like absorbing bullets. Yeah.
Also, there's a scene at the end where they're having the shootout, and Frank Washington is outside shooting, and then the next thing they're shooting at him, and he's up in a window. Like,
truly incredible, and the amount of Speedo in this movie too, because he's always in a Speedo.
Oh my God.
And he's super tan.
He's so fucking tan.
He's super bronze compared to everybody else.
I almost decided to hate him because of how tan he was.
Yeah, he's so super tan.
But I like him.
We could talk about him going into the restaurant and like just profusely asking out the girl that's like with Fujiyama, and she's just like,
I'm telling you, he's a fucking swagger hound. He knows,
but
he's packing.
He does what every man does. He makes sure to pick her up after church and bring her back to his pad where they have a nice lunch, maybe a brunch.
He has the Portuguese breakfast.
Ooh,
Appropriate.
It was. Yeah. No, this is the whole movie's like, his dick game is so strong though.
Yeah.
That a woman will be burned by oil for like 10 minutes straight before revealing his location, which is just him banging another girl.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. He's with it. Do you think that's like his good dick, or like it's like the cop connection?
I think it's the dick game.
He's got good dick game.
Yeah, I think he's got.
Explain how he became a samurai.
No, he actually also never does anything samurai till the very end of the movie.
Yeah,
They had that dope fight scene.
Well, he knows the ways of Bushido. That's about it. Yep.
He does, like I said, at the end of the movie, he Bushidos.
Got that honor code.
They kill a lot of people in this movie, though.
A lot of people die.
A lot of people die. Yeah, it's a lot of death.
Yeah, like who the fuck is this Burning
I
Man?
don't know, but he's on fire. Burning Man.
Would you ever go to Burning Man with me, Shane?
No.
Just go out in the desert in Vegas and just fucking trip.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
That sounds
very
like a
good.
lot.
It sounds exhausting. Like I'm way too old for this.
Yep. That's for sure.
So what other? We want to talk about Robert Tazar's sex scene where he just bangs that chick with full bush.
The henchman. Yeah, the
Did you
henchman
guys
girl.
notice how this on Tubi is rated TV-14, despite there being tons of nudity?
That's a miss.
Yeah,
That's crazy. There's
is
legitimately a vagina shown in
miss.
this movie.
Dude, there's just so many weird sex scenes. There's the scene with like Akamara, which is
Like this. What the fuck?
which one? Oh, this is the deputy, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's her butthole right there.
yeah. We actually get in there.
Like this is just unnecessary.
We are in her butthole.
And you guys know me. I'm all about the passion. All this slow kissing where he like kind of like nibbles her chin for a little bit. There's another ass shot.
It's kind of wild, yeah, for sure. The movie's just wild.
It's almost off-putting.
Guys, snap out of it. We're lost in the ass.
We really are. Well, because the camera zoomed into it.
But we see so many movies on the show where like the camera work is just like in the butt.
I almost
It's
like
fucking crazy.
it's like crazy. I feel violated for the girl.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
He's got a nice thicket of chest hair though.
But this is exploitation.
Oh,
I
look,
didn't think it was like that, and it absolutely
He's
is.
got some nice yeah.
Hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian, come on, hit us. What's your next favorite scene in this movie?
Well, there's this, and then there's the scene with Akamara and his awkward sex scene. This movie's a swivel of like they're just trying to kill each other. The samurai cop, they're just trying to kill them, and then they're trying to kill the samurai cop's crew.
And then we have awkward sex scenes.
So Akamara is just gonna bail out, and like they interrupt his awkward sex scene, and he like literally just does like a flip outside the window.
Oh my God, I love that
So
scene.
they eventually chase him down, and the samurai cop is of course a man of honor. So they just go back and forth. They duke it out. He breaks his arm. They pull him, and then they're about to actually arrest him. But when he takes out,
he takes Frank's gun.
and the samurai cop just pops him in the head.
Yeah.
So did you guys notice the boss man here? He dies before. He's like not the last kill.
No, Yamashita's the last
No,
kill.
correct.
Oh, can we also talk about how the boss man here, not Yamashita, what's the boss guy's name? Fujiyama looks exactly like an Asian Dr. Disrespect.
It's very true. You're right. It's true with the mullet.
Except
Yes.
not as tall.
I actually do love this whole like he's like samurai cop or Joe Marshall. It's like what?
It's weird. I actually really enjoy the scenes with the boss and like Robert Tazar's Yamashita. Samurai Cop and his partner are the really bad actors in this movie.
No. They take out his whole operation, and the cops suffer, like, I think, one casualty.
Dude,
That one guy and his wife die.
Yeah.
That's it.
the conversation in the restaurant between like Fujiyama's interpretation of the U.S. Constitution and their interpretation of just murdering freely, the cops murdering freely, and the other guys are like, I'm gonna press charges on you guys, and they're like, how are you gonna do that when I murder you and your family?
What about when Samurai Cop at the restaurant's like, you guys peddling your drugs to schools?
He's like, how about the Chinese people that do it the right way?
Yeah, it's...
Are you saying it's like a Seagal montage at the end of that last
Yeah,
movie?
no, like midway through the movie. I want to see if I can find the exact like quote because it's like, here. Now I'm telling these sons of bitches that we respect the Japanese of this country who are honest businessmen. And yeah, this is the land of opportunity for legitimate business, not for death merchants who distribute drugs to our children through schools and on the streets. Now I'm telling these motherfuckers that if they continue killing our children to make their precious millions that they deposit in their secret Swiss bank accounts, counselor, before your last suit even gets off the court's desk, I'll have their stinking bodies in the garbage bags and ship them back to Japan for fertilizer. Got it?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Shane, that was beautiful.
I love it because that scene, he acts so poorly in that scene because he's like looking everywhere as if he's reading off a teleprompter. He's just like,
probably was. Not Shane, though. That was a wonderful performance.
That was good.
When he says, now tell these motherfuckers.
There's a couple of awkward shots too where I feel like the camera work's just on the characters too long. Like I remember the chief. There's a scene where the chief is just pointing and he's literally pointing for like a fucking half an hour.
I remember.
It's like, what?
It's like the end of the second time they talk to him.
Yeah, and when they first
Bro, I
talked,
think it was the end of the second time they talked to
yeah,
him.
that was. And when the girl at the restaurant's talking and she asks why but never says a goddamn thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what?
She's just like why, but her mouth is completely shut when it says it.
Yeah.
It's like fucking.
It's bad.
Crazy.
But it's so great at the same fucking time.
Let me see if I could like find that scene because it is just so fucking nuts.
Let me ask, did you guys feel the same way I did, that this movie and Hard Ticket are like
Very similar.
kind of just morph into the same thing? Which one did you like better?
I like this one.
I
better.
like this one better.
I actually like this one quite a bit more.
Yeah.
Like I recommend it. Hard Ticket. We all did. But like if you're choosing between the two,
I just had more fun. watching this.
it's Samurai Cop.
I follow this one much easier.
Yes.
I'm dumb and I can't pay attention.
This movie is just like every scene is funnier.
No,
than
it
what.
Like it is. He
Yo, I
smiles. He's so great.
I forgot that happened.
You hadn't seen. He literally points for fucking 20 seconds and then just smiles. You son of a bitch. Get out of here.
I love that guy.
Chief, he kisses him. I actually do love both of them. You kiss me on my head. Get out of here, motherfucker. I love you.
What's with this smile at the end?
He loves him. He's like, it's true.
God.
I love it because we just watched that guy descend into
Madness.
complete madness.
He is chaotic.
All right. So this movie, now we'll talk about how it ends with them going to the main boss, the head boss's house, where he shockingly just gets shot. I thought there was going to be a big fight scene between them, but he's not the final boss.
Oh, Fujiyama? No.
No.
Yeah, he just kills him. But this scene, I really just want to talk about the scene where they just fight around the car. They're just like fighting outside of like the restaurant.
Oh my! This scene is great.
He sends
though.
everybody in one.
Yes.
It's like River City Ransom shit. It feels like a fucking side scroller where like he sends one and he just beats the shit out of everyone, and then because of the code of the samurai, which I had a feeling he was doing anyway, he just shoots his own guys so they don't say anything.
I love though how long he's shooting. And how, like, you can tell some of the shots are just, like, someone off screen throwing, like, sparklers at the car door.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So, what the fuck was this?
I forgot about this scene. Where he talks to, like, the gay waiter.
He gives the information about the girl. And this guy is just, like, super weird about it.
Yeah, well,
and his name is, like, 75 fucking sentences long.
I have no idea what is going on there. That is such a fake gun. All right. So the main boss is dead. They have to go to that cabin in the woods now to kill Yamashita. It's so bad. And I love it, though. Every death is exaggerated where they get shot multiple times before finally dying. And they, like, exaggerate fall, exaggerate dive. One guy, I don't know if you noticed, when he's running, grabs onto a tree because he almost falls off the fucking cliff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could like fast forward to it while we're doing, but like during that fight scene, there's a guy who's running. He has to grab onto the tree because he almost fucking falls.
Really?
And they left it in.
It's crazy.
Man.
There's like scenes where like it's very interesting in this movie because like half the people are armed with like rifles and half the people are armed with swords. So there's a scene where all of the cops have like weapons drawn and some guy's just coming up the hill with a fucking sword.
And they shoot him, right? They just shoot him and kill him.
Shoot him.
Well, that's how Samurai Cop gets the sword at the end, though. That's why that guy was there, because when he fights
Plot
Yamashita,
device.
he grabs the sword to fight Yamashita.
Wild.
Oh my God!
Do you remember the Dennis Reynolds plot, crime penetration?
Yes.
This is literally what this movie is.
Pretty much.
I wonder if they based it off of this. Like, no joke.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Well,
what else happens in this movie?
Nothing. Just crime and penetration.
Well, when he gets the penetration with the girl that he finally gets with, and obviously does penetrate, and she falls in love with him in like a day.
Like instantly. Not even a day.
Like they get tipped. He gets tipped off by Frank. I think that they're coming, and like they have to escape the house because they literally just like blaze in there trying to kill them both. Because they found out his house because they tortured Frank and they tortured the lady cop, and the lady cop, I think she divulged the
with the burning oil. What did you think of that last fight scene with Samurai Cop and Yamashita?
I liked it.
I actually thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. They were like doing sword fighting, and then they got rid of the swords, and they just got into like a fist fight. It was solid.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah,
and he doesn't kill him because he's a cop.
Yeah, but he lets him kill himself because it's the honorable samurai thing to do.
Right, and he just offs himself.
Yeah,
I think this is the scene I'm looking for.
Yo,
I couldn't even like believe it.
Yo,
like it's just like
that sounded like a guy. That's why.
Oh my God!
Yo, the fact that you caught
that was I didn't even notice that
because you told me there was a scene in this that made you like
mine was the nurse. What the nurse was saying.
That's fair because this is what I thought you were talking about because I was just like,
oh my! I didn't even noticed that. That is incredible. Hey, buddy.
She's like making a face gesture, like, why? It just sounds like some bitch from like a Mother and Nickelodeon.
God.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Oh, God. Samurai Cop. That's
All right, let's
it.
wrap this.
Let's
Bow.
I mean, they're all cool. The partners are good. The chief is good. None of the good guys really die except for Preacher and his wife, which is a sad scene. But other than that,
Shane, you can't.
That was kind of sad. They slit that guy's wife's throat. That was kind of sad.
Yeah, she didn't
stabbed
deserve
him.
that.
No. Why?
No. I guess that's the best. Why?
Why?
Oh. Yeah, I think he just said it. All right, you want to recommend this?
4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, obviously, yes.
Easy.
We all love this
This
movie.
is fantastic.
Easy.
This is, if you're a fan of this, like, and you liked Hard Ticket to Hawaii, this is a must watch.
Yeah, this is like if you're into any of the movies that are like extremely horrible, but you just can't stop looking away and are hilarious. Yeah, this is it.
It's just
Also,
glorious.
I guess if you're into kind of like soft core, because it definitely
It has that to it. Yeah, 100%.
Into bronze men in speedos, this is the one for you. Dude,
Well,
he is impeccably tan. Like,
yes,
there's
he
no
is.
doubt about it.
Yes, he is. You know what? Next week, though, Brian, we're going to change it up. We're going to get less tan and less samurai.
That's not good.
Dude, I just realized now, I think his wig is like black.
It is.
And
It's
like
a
his
different
hair
color. Yeah, it's a
is
different color than
brown.
his
Like,
hair.
It's just like not even the same color. Like they could not do any worse.
I think he's all
Yeah,
natural.
it is completely different.
If he dies.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, next week.
Next week, hey, that's what I was saying. Next week, we're going completely different. We're going back to horror. We are doing Death Rink.
Death Rink, a movie about why?
Why? I actually have no idea what it's about, other than I think a killer roller skating rink.
It's the only thing I would think of, or an ice skating rink. Is it a roller skating rink?
I think it's a roller skating rink.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
don't do too much research. We just say, this looks fun on Tubi, and we review it.
That's how
we
we do
don't
things.
do research, you said?
Oh, literally never.
Why?
Why? All right, so we'll see you for some Death Rink next week.
I am so excited for that movie. Shane, just serenade me with Death Rink. I'm so excited. www.thefinalpodcast.com. For all of our content every Friday, you will watch Low Budgets with us. And then on Monday, for the A show, the premiere show. This is the B show, the Bargoer show, the Shanghai show. And on Monday, that's the main attraction. That is the A show.
The action.
The actual show.
All
The
right.
highlight reel. We'll see.
Why?
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 You listen to us? Why?
Why?